People say I ain't no good, and I'm crazy as a loon. Cause I shave my head in the morning, pick guitar in the afternoon. Just like old Chief and Charlie, I like to lay around in the shade. Well, I ain't got no money, but you better believe I got it made. Cause I ain't asking nobody for nothing if I can't get it on my own. If you don't like the way I'm living, just leave this bald-headed country boy alone.
Hey, thank y'all for listening to the Josh Terry podcast. Before I read the sponsors' names off, I just want to say thank you guys. It has been a rough week for us. My dad has been in and out of the hospital. We believe he is dealing with congenital heart failure, and it's just been a lot. It's been a lot, and I haven't recorded any episodes this week. Luckily, we've got the Raisin Grace rounds from last week at Live Oak we're about to drop. Y'all do me a favor if you can. Keep my dad in your prayers, obviously, but also to go leave a rating and review. I know that sounds kind of trashy now I'm saying it like that. You'll save his life if you leave a late rating and review. No, that's not it. It's just with this week not dropping a lot of episodes, and it might be next week we don't drop a lot either because of everything going on. I need you guys to kind of help push us. So please go to Apple, go to Spotify, whatever. Leave a rating, hopefully 5 stars, and leave a review on the show. We would very much appreciate it. Share it with all your friends, your family, all that good shit. And, just kind of keep our family in your prayers right now. Thank you to all of our sponsors, by the way, that help us make all of this happen. My boy Dustin Smith with Middle Georgia Total Health. Miss Lori over at Lori's Dive In Alamo. Go check her out. Miss Lynn Brown in Eastman with Your Choice Healthcare. Jason Johnson with Project K9 Hero. The boys over at Blazer 88. Please go look them up on Facebook. Cottonfield Grill. Kevin and Ty, y'all guys are wonderful. Thank y'all for all that y'all do. And you always come and support these Riders Rounds. And just thank y'all for always being there. Backroad Park and Event Venue over in Alabama. If you have not been there yet, you need to look them up. We have a big show coming up April the 20th, and it's going to be good. They also have one going on before that, which is like their Battle of the Bands. So if you are a band that's looking for a chance to get a song cut, and also I think you win $1,000, go check out Backroad Park and Event Venue Facebook now. Down Yonder Hat Co. Seth has been with us since the very beginning. Thank you, brother. I can't tell you how much you mean to me. Better Than Basic, Miss Erica. Better Than Basic Marketing does everything that we do. Our website, our designs, everything you see me post on social media is from Better Than Basic. Mr. Bubba at hashtag 601 Roofing King and Blue Collar Alliance. You're my dude. Thank you for coming on the show recently. Go check him out. Miss Missy, she went to Nashville with us this last time, and she is wonderful. She is our OnlyFans Girl of the Month. You can go to my Instagram now. We posted some videos and stuff here recently. I think it's Missy. What is it? You found Missy _again on Instagram, and all of her links are in her bios. Guys, like I said, please, if you're part of this family, you enjoy what we do, leave a rating, leave a review, share it, share all these amazing artists that are about to come on, and just thank y'all. Thank y'all so much for everything that you do. I'm a little down and out right now if you can't tell, and things are going to get better. Things are going to get better. It's the good Lord's will. That's what you always got to remember. It's hard to question the person who knows the past, the present, and the future. So just say your prayers for us. Keep us in your prayers and listen to all these amazing artists that we're about to share with you over the next 5-something hours. Love y'all. God bless y'all. Enjoy the show.
Live Oak, y'all having a good time? Hey, it's been all right so far. I'm just going to remind y'all real fast that everything you've heard tonight, you can hear on the Josh Terry podcast. Each one of these rounds come out as an individual episode. So please go download it, subscribe, all that good shit. I'm very excited about this right here. I'm finna go fangirl out for a few minutes. So I'm just gonna say everybody's name and get the hell off stage. Got Mr. Sam Grove.
Yeah.
Brett Cherokee. Don't cheer for this one. Justin Andrews. Oh, it's this opposite day. Y'all do.
Sexy.
Mr. Jason Michael Carroll. Let's go. Y'all better sit back and enjoy this one.
What's up, Nashville? Y'all feeling good? Oh, that was weak. I said, y'all feeling good?
Come on.
Yes, sir.
Good. You're already out. You might as well have a good time and get hungover. My name's Sam Grove. This is my guitar player, Alex Seller, back here. Play y'all some tunes. Honored to be on the stage with these fellers, man. Excited to listen to you guys sing. This is one of my songs called Way I'm Living. I got on my side American pride. Well, man, the youngins in it down on why those that fight for my freedom gave me freedom to choose. That's the way I'm living. I don't know about you. Put on my business, you think bad on listening to your city slipping, but it don't make a difference. You think I hang my head, how much I throw back all the guns I have. I don't tell you what you should do, but I can damn sure tell you my truth. I got God on my side, American pride. Well, man, the youngins in it down home. Why those that fight for my freedom gave me freedom to choose. That's the way I'm living. I don't know about you. What you put on your land, if you work with your hands, it's all good, man. Ain't none of my business. I wasting my time. Earn what's mine. Stop your crime, boy. Stay on your side. I'll tell you what you should do. I can damn sure tell you my truth. I got God on my side, American pride. Well, man, the youngins in it down home. Why those that fight for my freedom gave me freedom to choose. That's the way I'm living. I don't know about you. I don't know about you. All right, Alex, what do you think? Side American pride. Well, man, the youngins in it down on why those that fight for my freedom gave me freedom to choose. That's the way I'm living. I don't know about. I got God on my side, American pride. Well, man, the youngins in it down on why those that fight for my freedom gave me freedom to choose. That's the way I'm living. I don't know about you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Mr. Brett Cherokee.
I done got one of them big booming voices.
Oh, you lie.
We got any country music fans in here?
Yes, sir.
Well, here's a jazz number I wrote. This song is, I'm a big fan of them old truck driving songs you don't hear much anymore. I put this song out a few months ago. It's about driving a truck and your girl sending you nudie pics.
It's my favorite.
I was gonna say that, but I didn't.
Picked up a load of chickens just outside of Pickens. Gotta get them down to Mississippi. It's a 6-hour drive, but I'll make it in 5 if the traffic and the wind are with me. Well, she sent me a picture, got my tickle beating quick. I said, you better make it home tonight. A good God almighty, look out behind me, feathers are gonna fly. So come on, highway highway, gotta get there fast. Got the pedal to the floorboard, smoke pulling out the stacks. My baby's waiting on me, so I gotta get back. Boss man's got me hauling chickens, but she's got me hauling ass.
Yeah, come on.
Across that Alabama line, making better time than a big rig should be making. Oh, but cockle-doodle-doo, you do what you gotta do when your woman's at home waiting. Now, these 18 tires might all catch fire, but I'm throwing this hammer down. Gonna keep on trucking when it comes to her loving. I ain't clucking around. So come on, highway, gotta get there fast. Got the pedal to the floorboard, smoke pouring out the stacks. My baby's waiting on me, so I gotta get back. Boss man's got me home chickens, but she's got me home and eggs. Woo! So come on, highway, gotta get there fast. Got the pedal to the floorboard, smoke pouring out them bullhorn stacks. My baby's waiting on me, so I gotta get back. Boss man's got me holding chickens, but she's got me holding eggs. Boss man's got me holding chickens, but she's got me holding eggs. Yes, sir. Yeah.
It's awesome.
Look here.
All right, so this one I'm going to sing for you here. Can I get just a little bit more guitar in my wedge, please, sir? This is a brand new one that we just wrote a week or so ago, and I was so excited after we got done with this one because you know, as songwriters, you leave the room sometimes and you're like, man, that was a pretty good one, and then you get in the car on the way home and you listen to the work tape all the way home, and this was one of those, which my drive was only 3/4 of a mile, but I listened to it until I got to the house. But, it's called If I Was in a Bar Right Now. If I was in a bar right now, I'd be knocking that second one back, taking it out on that bottle of Jack. Have a couple buddies there patting my back. If I was in a bar right now, I'd be there counting on Hank. Keep my mind off of trying not to think all this over you that I ain't. 'Cause I can't seem to get my head right when it's still wrapped around taillights that went tearing out of my drive. Man, if I was in a bar right now, I wouldn't be wearing these hardwood hallway out, staring at pictures that I can't take down, thinking real hard about hopping in the truck, driving to your house, see if you're up. I damn sure wouldn't waste a Friday night, king-size bed reaching for your side, wishing you were there, wondering where you are. Man, it wouldn't be so hard if I was in a bar right now. At least I wouldn't be by myself, going through all of this hell. I'd have a little neon help if I was in a bar right now. I'd be sipping something cold and tall. Missing you wouldn't bother me at all. At least up until last call, I wouldn't be wearing this hardwood hallway out, staring at pictures that I can't take down, thinking real hard at hopping in the truck, driving to your house, see if you're up. Damn sure wouldn't waste a Friday night, the king-size bed reaching for your side, wishing you were there, wondering where you are. Man, it wouldn't be so hard if I was in a bar right now. I wouldn't be wearing this hardwood hallway out,
pictures that I can't take down. Thinking real hard about hopping in the truck, driving to your house to see if you're up. I damn sure wouldn't waste a Friday night. The king-size bed reaching for your side. Wishing you were there, wondering where you are. Man, it wouldn't be so hard if I was in a bar right now. If I was in a bar right now.
Killer, brother.
Oh, yeah, man.
Thank y'all.
Hell yeah,
Great,
Justin.
brother.
I saw a buddy of mine here at the house a second ago. Little Skinny and I wrote this song not too long ago, and I wasn't sure what I was going to play, so I guess I'll kick things off with this one. We wrote this one a while back. I'm in some meetings now that a buddy of mine decided he was going to go out one day and throw some of the stuff he'd been working for away. And he said he walked into the first bar, and when he walked in, he said that he was going to order a drink, and he looked across the bar, and there was a guy from our meeting in the bar having lunch. He goes, hey. He goes, hey. He said he walked out of that bar, and he went to the next bar. He said, okay, this is where I'm going to throw it away. This is where I'm going to do it. He stepped up to the bar, about to order a drink. At the end of the bar was a guy he used to drink with. He says, no problems here. About to order his drink, and the guy at the end of the bar goes, hey, ain't you in the program now? He says, yeah. And so my buddy, he said this in the meeting, and it kind of caught fire with me. He said, man, everywhere I went, there was God again. And this is the song that I came up with. And Little Skinny, thanks for writing it with me, brother. I appreciate it. Love you, dude. A young man in a two-tone Chevy took that curve too fast. Not sure the breath he took before the crash would be his last. Wrapped that truck around a tree and walked away without a scratch. There goes God again. There goes God again. A mama crying late at night, tears streaming down her face. Her little boy comes in the room, says, Mama, everything's okay. Sits by her side, says, I'm right here, you don't have to be afraid. There goes God again. There goes God again. There goes God again. When we've got no one else, He's there to fix the mess we made when we do things ourselves. You think by now we learned how good a friend He's been. Every time we think we find there's no way out, and then there goes God again. Sitting in an empty house and feeling so alone, thinking that nobody cares and they'd be better if he's gone. Right then his cell phone rings and it's his daughter on the phone. There goes God again. There goes God again. There goes God again. When we've got no one else, He's there to fix the mess we made when we do things ourselves. You think by now we learned how good a friend He's been. Every time we think we find there's no way out, and then there goes God again. Every time we think we find there's no way out, and then there goes God again. There goes God again.
Hell yeah, brother. Hey.
Thank you.
That was so good, bro. Y'all, that's one of my favorite voices in country music right down there. Man, y'all make some noise for Jason Michael Carroll one more time.
Thank you, brother. Woo. Appreciate you, Sam.
So I put a new record out January 19th. It's called Avalon Avenue, and it's called that because I recorded the record at Fame Studios in Muscle Shoals, which is just off Avalon Avenue. And this is the very first song that we put out over this record, and me and my buddy James LeBlanc wrote it. If you've ever broken up in a small town, for sure, this is your jam. So look. 1, 2. Sitting here idling, been a good while since you were sitting next to me. In a loaded Silverado, lifted up console, your hand on my knee. Yeah, still got this damned old truck. But sitting here, that ain't good enough. 'Cause he's been out to killing me. My mind's a silver screen rolling down memory lane. A square mile wide, ain't ever drive by everywhere said your name. These streets are painted in everything we could have been in, every minute waiting on green. Got these good years stuck here in misery. These red lights are killing me. Wish it was over at goodbye, come back 'cause I gotta check on my money. I try to avoid it, behind every door is one of your long lost friends. Yeah, they always wanna talk about you, but damn, this was my hometown too. And these red lights are killing me. My mind's a silver screen rolling down memory lane. A square mile wide, can't ever drive by everywhere said your name. Your streets are painted in everything we could have been in, every minute waiting on green. Got these good years stuck here in misery. These red lights are killing me. These red lights are killing me. Yeah, these red lights are killing me. My mind's a silver screen rolling down memory lane. Square mile wide, can't ever drive by everywhere said your name. Your streets are painted in everything we could have been in, every minute waiting on green. Got these good years stuck here in misery. These red lights are killing me. These red lights are killing me.
That's awesome.
Thank y'all. Appreciate you. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
I love country music, but I also grew up on dudes like Tom Petty and Jackson Browne and Seeger. And I love that stuff too. And somebody asked me to play this one, so here we go. She rode into town with the windows down, Maggie May playing on the radio, El Camino. And she was on summer break, just getting in from Notre Dame, staying with her grandma down the road. And she had a hold of me for those next 12 weeks, running through stop signs and gasoline. We were brand new tires on old back roads, clouds of dust and marble smoke. and surfing out the window, going wherever the wind blows. Headlights on fading empty field, July moon in the windshield, and prints of foamed up glass. God, I wish I could just reach back through that rearview mirror to those 3 good months on those 4 good years. Now we drove that thing till the asphalt sang, the wheels still spin around in my head. But 17 years old, life is just an open road. Hadn't felt that free till then. Haven't felt that free since we were brand new tires on back roads, clouds of dust and marble smoke, and surfing out the window, going wherever the wind blows. Headlights on fading empty field, July moon in the windshield, headprints formed of glass. God, I wish I could just reach back through that rearview mirror to those 3 good months on those 4 good years. Whoa. Where the rubber meets the road under an August sun, girls in cars like that were made to run. Oh, but I'm still singing. Ooh, 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 ooh. We were brand new tires on old back roads, clouds of dust and marble smoke, head surfing out the window, going wherever the wind blows. Headlights on fading empty field, July moon in the windshield, prints of formed up glass. My God, I wish I could just reach back through that rearview mirror to those 3 good months on those 4 good years. On those 4 good years. Oh, and I'm still singing. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Y'all singing with me? The words are so easy. It's all you. You ready? Thank y'all so much. I appreciate it.
Hell yeah, man.
Brett Cherokee, y'all.
Yes, sir. Nice, dude.
Where'd you grow up at, Brett?
I'm Southern Illinois boy.
Damn, I wish I grew up in Southern Illinois. I ain't that clever.
Crickets. We got them there too.
I ain't that clever.
Illinois? What part? Carbondale, dude. I got hammered there so many times. Man, good times. Did you go to school there? So you did too.
Y'all probably drank together before. You just don't know it.
You look a lot younger than me.
All right, so way back in the day, I mean, I grew up in southeast Oklahoma, and my grandfather raised me, and I was just raised in an old world, and so I remember having jukeboxes out in the garage that you could play with a pool table sitting on a dirt floor, and things like that, to where you had to put a quarter, and they're like, "Grandpa, give me a quarter." He goes, "Go find one." I ain't giving you a quarter. You ain't gonna use my quarter. So I just was thinking back on this day that I was writing. I was like, man, I want to write a song kind of about that. So this one's called At the Drop of a Quarter. Well, I've been killing time, this hole in the wall. I can tell you this whiskey, it ain't helping me at all. I ain't looking for a stranger, ain't gonna make her come back home to me. at the drop of a quarter. That jukebox comes on, and I'll be drowning in a steel guitar instead of you being gone. There's nothing like an old honky tonk in a country song when the needle hits that groove. At the drop of a quarter, I'm getting closer to over you. It's as easy as 8:23, and you're on my mind. And I tell you what gets me is the way Willie hits me too close in time. At the drop of a quarter, that jukebox comes on, and I'll be drowning in a steel guitar instead of you being gone. There's nothing like an old honky tonk in a country song when the needle hits that groove. At the drop of a quarter, I'm getting closer to over you. Might spend all my money, man, ain't it funny how memory can disappear. At the drop of a quarter, that jukebox comes on, and I'll be drowning in a steel guitar instead of you being gone. There's nothing like an old honky tonk in a country song when the needle hits that groove. At the drop of a quarter, I'm getting closer to over you. At the drop of a quarter, I'm getting closer to over you.
Hell yeah. Justin Andrews.
Nice,
Yeah.
Country music.
Thank y'all.
My little girl met a new friend just the other day on a playground at school, between the tires and the swings. She came home with tear-filled eyes, and she said to me, "Daddy, Alyssa lies." Well, I just brushed it off at first, 'cause I didn't know how much my little girl had been hurt, or the things she had seen. I wasn't ready when I said, "You can tell me." And she said, "Alyssa lies to the classroom. Alyssa lies every day at school. Alyssa lies to the teachers as she tries to cover every bruise." My little girl laid her head down that night to go to sleep. As I stepped out the room, I heard her say a prayer so soft and sweet. God bless my mom and my dad, and my new friend Alyssa. Oh, I know she needs you bad, because Alyssa lies to the classroom. Alyssa lies every day at school. Alyssa lies to the teachers as she tries to cover every bruise. I had the worst night of sleep in years as I tried to think of ways to calm her fears. I knew exactly what I had to do. But when we got to school on Monday, I heard the news. My little girl asked me why everybody looked so sad. The lump in my throat grew bigger with every question that she asked, until I felt the tears roll down my face. And I told her that Alyssa wouldn't be at school today, 'cause she doesn't lie in the classroom. She doesn't lie anymore at school. Alyssa lies with Jesus because there's nothing that anyone would do. Tears fill my eyes when my little girl asked me why Alyssa lies. Oh, Daddy, tell me why. Alyssa lies.
Goodness.
Y'all make some noise. Jason Michael Carroll, y'all. Holy smokes.
Thank you.
I gotta be honest with you, boys. I have the shittiest seat in the house right now, where I have to sing anything after that. Y'all, one more time for Jason Michael Carroll,
Dude,
man.
thank you,
Amazing
Sam. I
job,
appreciate
bro.
it. How about a hand for Sam Grow, y'all? Come on now. Dude's
So,
cranking out hits over here. Come on.
So my dad brought me to Nashville the first time when I was 14 years old, and he drove me over by the Grand Ole Opry, and he told me that there's going to be a lot of country artists that come to town, but none of them count until they step into the circle. So that was always one of my goals, was to try to play the Grand Ole Opry. I didn't care much about anything else, just trying to think that, get to a place where I thought my dad would think I was cool. And it was a tough goal, but in 2020 I put this song out, and it changed my life. And because of that, November 27th of 2021, I got to make my Grand Ole Opry debut because of this song.
Nice.
So I like to say, if you ever listened to the song on purpose, you changed my life, thank you. If you ever heard this song on a playlist and you didn't hit skip, you still changed my life. So thank you.
For at least 30 seconds.
Yes, yes. And if you've never heard this song, I get paid 0.0031 cents every time you stream it. So please listen to it on the way home. The song's called Song About You. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I've heard songs about red dirt, 40-hour hard work, dive bars, 2-for-1s, and meeting somebody. Songs about rich and broke, Raisin, high friends and low. Small towns, everybody knows everybody. But tonight, yeah, tonight, I wanna hear a song about blue eyes making love all night. Oh, the ones are gonna drive me crazy. One about a black dress, red lips, hiding there. Slow kiss flying and landing on me, baby. On something we can turn up to. I wanna hear a song about you. song about you. I've heard songs about summer days, staying line at tailgates, wrong ways, making stays and boys riding. Songs about guitars, open roads and fast cars, shooting straight whiskey and drinking ice cold beer. But tonight, yeah, tonight, I wanna hear a song about blue eyes making love all night. Only the ones that gonna drive me crazy. One about a black dress, red lips, hot bed, slow kiss flying and landing on me, baby. No, something we can turn up to. I wanna hear a song about you, yeah, song about you. I don't wanna hear a thing about goodbyes, breaking lights, who's wrong, who's right, baby.
Come on.
I wanna hear a song about blue eyes, making love all night. Only the ones that gonna drive me crazy. One about a black dress, red lips, hot bed, slow kiss flying and landing on me, baby. No, something we can turn up to. I wanna hear a song about you, yeah, song about you. I wanna hear a song about you, yeah, song about you.
Catchy thing, man. Sam Grove.
Thank y'all. Really
Sam
much.
Grove.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
God.
Thank you. Thanks, folks.
Anybody else just kind of tired of everybody's crap? Just me? I was here 11 years before I signed my first deal. That's a long ass time. But
Well, it's a 10-year town. You know what they say.
I know. I've always been above average. Ladies, calm down. No, I'm just joking. But you meet a lot of people here that they moved to Nashville and they're like, I don't know, my grandma says I'm really good. I don't know, I don't have a record deal yet. And they've been here like 5 months, you know. And my co-writer, Tranny Anderson, had just met a person like that, and she was all fired up. And so she wanted to write a song with some righteous anger to kind of to tell those people off, I guess, and to kick somebody in the ass that needs to get kicked in the ass to go after whatever it is they want out of life. And you can go check this song out. I also make 0.003 cents when you stream it.
Yes, you do.
It's called Everybody Wants. You don't give a man a fish, you take him fishing. You don't catch a shooting star by sitting there wishing. You don't get what you want just because you want it. No, no. You can't grow if you don't want to plant a seed. You can't fly if you don't want to work them wings. Ain't nothing worth something if you don't give it everything. Everybody wants to be the king of the hill, but nobody wants to have to climb it. Everybody wants 15 minutes of fame, but nobody wants to put the time in. The work before tomorrow's a hard pill to swallow, and nobody wants to take it. Everybody wants to have it made, but nobody wants to have to make it.
Come on.
You better be hungry, cause you're gonna eat some humble pie. Get it wrong long before you ever get it right. On the road to success, ain't nobody gets a free ride. You gotta drive, drive, drive. Everybody wants to be the king of the hill, but nobody wants to have to climb it. Everybody wants 15 minutes of fame, but nobody wants to put the time in. The work before tomorrow's a hard pill to swallow, and nobody wants to take it. Everybody wants to have it made, but nobody wants to have to make it. No. You get the big boat, the Benz, the French porcelain, the house on the beach to keep keep them all in. Everybody wants to, nobody wants to. Put in the hurt, hands in the dirt. Blood, sweat, and years of hoping it works. Nobody wants to. Oh, but everybody, everybody, everybody. Everybody wants to be the king of the hill, but nobody wants to have to climb it. Everybody wants 15 minutes of fame, but nobody wants to put the time in working for tomorrow's a hard pill to swallow, but nobody wants to take it. Everybody wants to have it made. Everybody wants to have it made. Come on! Oh, everybody wants to have it made. But nobody wants to have to make it.
Damn.
Yes, sir.
Thank y'all.
Brett Soroka, y'all. Shit.
I want to be from Southern Illinois.
Right? So I just want to say how awesome it is to sit up here with all this talent up here, and I've been in town not too long, but really didn't just being honest with myself one day. I was like, man, you really just haven't done shit.
You
And-
write hella good songs.
That
bro.
was-
you sing
that was
your
yesterday.
ass off too, brother.
Well,
Holy shit, we're
and-
honored to be on the stage with you, man.
Thank you, guys. And I'm going to tell you something. Once you really tell yourself, man, what have you been doing this whole time? And you're true to yourself, and you're like, man, what if you really actually start trying and you actually give a shit? You know, everybody gives a shit about loving music or whatever your passion is, but when you start putting things aside to where you're like, man, I really, really, really like doing this, but do I really, really, really like doing that? Or should I just be doing this and actually giving a shit? But for the past year and a half, 2 years, I've been getting to sit on stages with guys like these, and I just absolutely am humbled and so gracious to be a part of these rounds. And Josh, thank you so much for having me, buddy. I appreciate it. And this is one of my favorites, and this one's going to be coming out here pretty soon this year. And so y'all be looking forward. This one's called Beautiful World. I've seen some things in my crazy train years that bring any man to both kinds of tears. Some of them tragic, some of them magic. And I've been to places that feel just like home. Took highways that left me lost and alone. Thought I'd seen it all, but not even close. She's the one sunrise I never laid eyes on. She's the last verse, never heard any love song. God knows I've searched so far and so long. She's the only settled downtown I ain't leaving. She covers my life like I never dreamed it. She looks at me, I can't help but see the most beautiful world in the girl.
That's awesome. Great.
Found peace in pieces, can't say I ever found the piece, put all the pieces together. It all came together the moment I met her. She's the one sunrise I never laid eyes on. She's the last verse, never heard any love song. God knows I've searched so far and so long. She's the only settled downtown I ain't leaving. She covers my life like I never dreamed it. She looks at me, I can't help but see the most beautiful world in a girl. She's a blue sky I never laid under. She leads me through life, which I like wonder. When she looks at me, I can't help but see the most beautiful world. Yeah, when she looks at me, I can't help but see the most beautiful world in the girl.
Justin Andrews,
man.
come on.
Come on.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all.
Great.
And Justin. Dude, you're awesome. Hell yeah. Man, I'm honored to be up here with all you guys. Thank you so much for having me. Josh, thanks for allowing me to come up here. Sam, thanks for the invite.
Absolutely, brother.
And
Thank you for coming.
Brett, dude, I'm blown away by
Nice
all
to
you
meet
guys.
you, man.
Thank y'all so much, man. Yeah, nice to meet you too. My wife and I dated in high school. We met when she was probably 7 years old and I was 10. Then we didn't see each other for quite a while, and I was homeschooled for a little bit, and I was raised. We got to go to the YMCA when I was 16. I drove my brother and sister there, and that was our PE class. And I remember I was in the gymnasium chasing my basketball dreams. 5 foot nothing Hispanic kid shooting ball. Wound up bricking one off the rim, and it rolled over to the bleachers. And this girl was sitting there with her foot propped up in a boot. And I walked over and I grabbed the ball and I kind of looked at her. I said, were you the pitcher for the Little Red team all those years ago? And she's like, yeah, you remember me? I was like, yeah. Well, she said she went back to that YMCA after that, and I did not, because I went home and begged my parents to let me graduate besides walking across the living room floor. I want to graduate with somebody, so they did put me in Calvary Christian School in Bunn, North Carolina. I graduated 3rd in my class out of 3 people. But I did not walk across my living room. When I went to the Marine Corps right out of high school, I remember I was home mowing grass, and my sister, she said she joined a homeschool group, and they pulled up in the yard one day, and my sister goes, she said, Jason, some girl that I go to homeschool with, and we pulled up in the yard. She said, that's him. She's like, who? She goes, that's the guy I was telling you about. And my sister's like, my brother? Well, ladies and gentlemen, we started dating for a little while, and I'm not going to tell you how old we were then, but I'm not going to tell you how old we are now, but I'm 45 and she's 42, 43 now. So you can do the math on that. When I was 18 and her parents weren't happy about it. So he sent her away to college to get her away from me. For 7 years, I didn't know where she was. I didn't know what had gone on with her or anything like that. And I remember I was playing a show in Greensboro, North Carolina, and we're about to hit our first downbeat 7 years later. I'd been married. I heard she got married. I had 3 kids with my now ex-wife, and I looked out at the back of the room, and she walked in, and I told the guy, I said, hold on a second, and I jumped off stage. I ran up to her. I said, look, I'm sorry things went the way they did. You never have to speak to me again. I hope your life turned out great. I just want to tell you I still love you, and I'm sorry. I kissed her on the cheek, got back on stage. The first song of our set that night, and I did not make our set list, we were a cover band in North Carolina, was Kenny Chesney's Just Don't Happen Twice. True story. Well, ladies and gentlemen, she stuck around, and when we were out promoting Alyssa Lies 4 years later, we were in Sacramento, California. My guitar player came up to me on the bus and said, Jason, how do you write a song? I said, I don't know. Go ask a songwriter. And I wasn't being a smart ass, because there's so many great songwriters here in Nashville, Tennessee, guys. There's so many good ones, and a lot of them are right here on this stage right here. I'm honored to be up here with these guys. And I said, man, I tell you what. I said, you're not hearing anything with what you're playing right there? He was kind of noodling on the guitar. I said, no. I said, let me tell you what I'm hearing. And I went back to that story I just told you, and this is what we came up with 2.5 hours later. Brianne, I love you. I just saw you right there, darling. And I wrote this song for my wife, and I hope you guys like it. Thank you for making it a big hit for me. Baby, when I look at you with your hair falling down in your red blues, standing there across the room, I get so lost in the way you move. It makes me reminisce back to years ago on a night like this, teary-eyed as you took my hand, and I told you that I'd be your man. So many things have come, so many things have gone. One thing stayed the same is our love still going strong. Baby, just look at us, all this time and we're still in love. Something like this just don't exist between a backwoods boy and a fairy tale princess. People said it would never work out, but living our dreams was shattered all doubts. It feels good to prove I'm wrong. Living our love song. Oh, darling, would you look at me with my heart beating fast and my shaking knees? It's pretty hard to believe after all these years I still need you this badly. You're dancing in my arms with a spotlight on in a sea of stars. Oh, girl, we come so far. Everything I want is everything that you are. Just wanna lay you down, say I love you without a sound. I think you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, baby, just look at us. All this time and we're still in love. Something like this just don't exist between a backwoods boy and a fairy tale princess. People said it would never work out, but living our dreams was shattered on down. It feels good to prove I'm wrong. Living our love song. Baby, just look at us. All this time and we're still in love. Something like this don't exist between a backwoods boy and a fairy tale princess. People said it would never work out, but living our dreams was shattered all down. Don't it feel good to prove I'm wrong? Living our love song. It feels good to prove I'm wrong. Living our love song. Woo!
Thank you.
That's it, right? One more?
Oh, got another.
Man, we get to do one more.
my
And I'm,
bedtime.
again, sitting in the very shitty seat that has to sing after that. Y'all, one more time for Jason Michael Carroll, man. Please make some noise for Justin and Brett, man, too. Boys, it's been an honor. We've all said it, but it's for real true. I appreciate being on the stage with all y'all. It's an honor to get to share the stage with all y'all, man.
Back
Thank you
at
so
you,
much
brother.
for letting me.
Yes, sir.
And,
Same here.
It's awesome to get to spend a Wednesday night with all you good-looking folks, too. Make some noise for yourselves out there. So I was with this girl once, and then I wasn't with her anymore. And I had myself a grown man Taylor Swift moment, wrote a song about it. But this is the song that got me my record deal. Anybody know who Colt Ford or Brantley Gilbert is out there? Anybody know those two guys? Lucky for me, they heard this song and could relate, and been blessed to get signed by them. And that girl still doesn't know that I signed a record deal because of this song, because she blocked me immediately on social media. So the song's called The Blank. That sat there in her eyes, that didn't get much sleep last night. That half-empty pack of cigarettes in her purse. The way she lies on the phone when she's talking to her mom. As she swears there's nothing wrong, man, that's the worst. And I take the blame for the way she's living these days, running a train off a track. Look at me if you're looking for the reason she's drinking. There weren't too many like that, yeah. For every somebody did a wrong song, she tips the band to play. For every good guy that comes along, she won't give the time of day. I take the blame. If that kiss on her lips so stoned, they just don't wanna be alone now. She's letting someone new go way too far and break the rest of her heart. And I take the blame for the way she's living these days, running her train off a track. Look at me if you're looking for the reason she's drinking. There weren't too many like that, yeah. For every somebody did a wrong song, she tips the band to play. For every good guy that comes along, she won't give the time of day. I take the blame, yeah, I'm that guy, that SOB friends don't like. Did her so damn wrong, waited too damn long to make it right, yeah. I take the blame for the way she's living these days. Look at me if you're looking for the somebody did a wrong song, she tips the band to play. For every good guy that comes along, she won't give the time of day. If you ask her what she regrets the most, she won't say my name. But I take the blame. I take the blame. Thank y'all so much, man. My name's Sam Grove. Appreciate y'all.
Now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Appreciate you. Yeah. Thanks, man.
Well, this is a songwriter's round, so I'm gonna just do a song I wrote for somebody else here.
Hell yeah.
We wrote this for Lainey Wilson, but she ain't cut it yet. So if you take video of this, just make sure you tag her. And my hope is she'll just get sick of me pushing this song to her, and she'll just finally cut it. But I wrote it with her, with our mutual friend Jenna LeMaster. And Jenna came to this writing session, and she just wanted to write a song about her ex-boyfriend's new girlfriend. And as Jenna put it, this girl is trash. And she just wanted to write about how trashy this girl is. I was like, let's do it. So this song is for you, ladies. And this is a female song, so just pretend. I couldn't get you to get your ass up off that couch. Put your beer down long enough to ever help me out. You never washed a dish, you never touched a broom, you never stepped a foot into the laundry room. But hey, people change. I mean, look at you now. Wow. You're taking the trash out to a little dive bar, and she's double fisting them PBRs. Got her blonde hair teased too high and her pleathered leopard skirt too tight. Well, you ought to call your mama, 'cause she'd be proud. You're taking the trash out. Come on. She's got some angel wings tattooed across her chest, and a neon push-up bra trying to do its best. She's got a Marlboro red, she still ain't lit, just sticking there to her bottom lip. Lord, bless her heart. Tell me, when did you start taking the trash out to a little dive bar? 'Cause she's double fisting them PBRs. Got her blonde hair teased too high and her pleathered leopard skirt too tight. Boy, you oughta call your mama, 'cause she'd be proud you're taking the trash out. Okay, so when we wrote this song, it was before either one of us had a deal. I was working as a speech language therapist.
Nice.
That's right. Easy, ladies, I'm married, okay. But my job was I worked with adults with disabilities in their homes, so I had a lot of driving time, and all I thought about was writing songs. And so we had started this song, and we didn't have a bridge yet. And so for a couple months, we just kind of tried to figure this bridge out. And this one day, I'm driving to this dude's house, and it dawns on me, and I get so excited, and I call Jenna, and I tell her what it is, and she's like, man, we cannot put that in a song. That's horrible. We can't say that shit. And I was like, it's going to be everybody's favorite line, I promise. And it took a couple weeks for me to convince Jenna to put this line in there, but it's in there now. You guys want to hear it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I never thought I'd see it happen. I just hope you're double bagging, taking the trash out to a little dive bar. 'Cause she's double fisting them PBRs. Got her blonde hair teased too high and her pleathered leopard skirt too tight. Well, you oughta call your mama, 'cause she'd be proud you're taking the trash out. Oh, you're taking the trash out. Thank y'all.
Amazing.
Tag Lady Wilson.
Yo, one time for Brett Soroki.
Come on.
Dude, she would sell so many double bagging shirts, man.
When you said that about the trashy girl or whatever, I was like, it could be one of my sisters. Like, chances are. I've got 4 sisters, and all of them are white trash country gold. They've all got a great personality. But every now and then they lie through their tooth, so... no, I'm serious. Oh. Hey, send me that so I can send it to my sisters. That'll get you a play a day right there, buddy, I promise.
This is your song.
All right, so I'm going to do this one. I don't want to... So this one right here, this one's going to be coming out here in a couple of weeks, and we're pretty excited about it. I wrote this one with... This ended up being an accident that turned into something really cool, and me and Bobby Pinson and Trent Tomlinson was in a room one day, and we were fixing to write for me, and just so happens we hear a knock on the door, and it's Kim Wiggins, and she's a song plugger at Seagill where we're at, and she goes, hey, we had a cancellation, and is it okay if Smith Onquist sets in with y'all today? And I was like, I didn't say anything. I just looked at Bobby, looked at Trent, and they're like, yeah. So we ended up coming up with this song here, and we're going to be putting it out here in just a few weeks. So this song's called Gold Mine. Hey, she's a country. Hey, she like her dad. One day I'm gonna beat her mama and hug her neck for making something like that. Hey, she's a mix between Daisy Duke and Ellie Mae. Ain't she the hottest thing to serve Sunday supper on a paper plate? Gold mine, think I might have hit it. Blue eyes, look at them shine so fine. Sitting so pretty, think I might have hit me a gold mine. my gold mine. Hey, she'll dress so pretty, made up nice and sweet. Hey, don't get it twisted, she'll outfish you any day of the week. Ain't she something, something? Ain't I lucky, lucky? Can't believe I found her. Hey, she's money, money, gold mine. Think I'm about to hit it, blue eyes. Look at them shine so fine, sitting so pretty. Think I'm about to hit me a gold mine. Thinking on forever, she's mine. Striking it rich, make out. Take her to the chapel, make her all mine and cash in my gold mine. My gold mine. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, gold mine. Think I might have hit it. Blue eyes. Look at them shine so fine. Sitting so pretty. Think I might have hit me a gold mine. Banking on forever. She's mine. Striking it rich. Take her to the chapel, make her all mine and cash in my gold mine. My gold mine. Yeah, she's my gold mine. My gold mine.
Yeah,
that's awesome, man.
Y'all one
Andrews.
time for Justin Andrews.
Thank y'all so much.
Awesome. Thank you, Justin. Awesome, dude. And again, I'm honored to be up here with you fellas. Thank you so much for letting me be up here. This is going to be my next single. I wrote this with Sam down yonder, and Sam produced the record too, man. Y'all have no idea how talented that guy is down yonder. So another hand for Sam Grow down there, and thank you for inviting me, brother. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you. Quick story since you mentioned it. Jason, I was lucky enough to get to produce 4 of his singles. And I was sitting in there in the control room with my engineer. And I told Jason, I said, hey, man, that was great. Can you sing it again? And he goes, yeah. And then I took my finger off the talkback button. I said, did you believe I just got to tell Jason Michael Carroll to sing another line again, man?
So this is a song we wrote. We were kicking ideas around one day, and this is what we came up with. I'm really proud of this song, and I'm looking forward to seeing what it does. We're already playing it live, so I'm grateful to Sam for writing it with me and for cutting it, dude. Thank you so much.
Man, absolutely, brother.
Good Lord God Almighty, is this my answered prayer? 'Cause you're so fine and purebred, honey. Is anybody sitting there? You don't need a clue to know I'm into you. So while them other dudes are acting too cool to come over and talk to you, yeah, you're too pretty not to know that you're way out of my league. Yeah, you're too pretty not to know that you can do better than me. You ain't gotta work the room when you look like you, but what's a country boy to do? I gotta make my move even if I look like a fool, 'cause you're too pretty not to. Oh, mighty pigs just fly, or you just smiling at me? Let's be clear, is it the beer or was your hand on my knee? You see, I need a clue when it comes to you. Tell me, did you just find the kind of guy that made you change your type? Yeah, you're too pretty not to know that you're way out of my league. Yeah, you're too pretty not to know that you can do better than me. You ain't gotta work the room when you look like you, but what's a country boy to do? I gotta make my move even if I look like a fool, 'cause you're too pretty not to. Yeah, you're too pretty not to know that you're way out of my league. Yeah, you're too pretty not to know that you can do better than me. You ain't gotta work the room when you look like you, but what's a country boy to do? I Gotta make my move even if I look like a fool. 'Cause you're too pretty not to. You're too pretty not to. You're too pretty not to.
Hell yeah, y'all. Jason Michael Carroll,
Thank you very much, y'all. I appreciate it.
Justin Andrews, Brett Cherokee. Thank y'all so much for listening
Sam
to us
Drew.
tonight,
Sam
man. We
Drew.
appreciate you.
Live Oak, y'all had a good time so far? See, y'all getting better at this shit where I ain't got to talk so long. I appreciate that. Real quick, before I get into it, I want to say a big thank you. We got 2 sponsors here tonight that help us with everything we do with the podcast. We got Cottonfield Grill and Back Road Park over here. And right here with Down Yonder Hat Co., this fella has been coming on me to every single show we've done. Seth is part of our family. So please, we don't sell Raisin Gray shit or Josh Terry podcast stuff, but Down Yonder Hat might as well be it. So when I started doing this a couple years ago, my idea was to take everybody that I love growing up in Georgia, we had a lot of Georgia boys here tonight, and putting them on stage. That's always been like my thing to where we're from. There's some talented ass people, they just need a shot. They need to be in front of folks to figure out how good they are, right? So these guys right here, I think the first time all of them played in Nashville was with us, and I was blessed to have them and lucky that they agreed to it. So I want y'all to meet some damn Georgia boys real fast. I want y'all to meet the church boy, Mr. Cole Goodwin. Y'all give him a round of applause. And this son of a bitch right here. One of the first shows I ever had up here, an old boy came up here with me, and he's made me cry. He's made me laugh. He is one of the best singer-songwriters that I've ever had the privilege of being friends with. So I want y'all to give Mr. Riley Anderson a round of applause. Now, look, we're supposed to be partying. We're supposed to be having a good time. But please, share these boys' stuff on social media. Everybody that was here tonight, I'm grateful. If y'all had heard the first show we done here, we never thought we was getting invited back. And now, we're having a good time. So, y'all give them a round of applause. Tippy bartenders, have a good time tonight. And boys, y'all play some country music. Here we go.
I guess I'm starting. Josh, do we play 3 or 4? 4, perfect. Like Josh said, my name is Cole Goodwin. I'm from Savannah, Georgia, right outside of Savannah, Georgia, and thrilled to be here with 2 of my good buddies, and thank you, Josh, for having us. But back in Savannah, I don't know if anybody's ever been there or is from there, but we've got this thing called River Street downtown, and yeah. And anybody that's been knows how much fun it can be, knows how much trouble it can be, and I'm an old soul, and back in February of last year, I was playing a little acoustic gig down there on River Street, a place called the Shrimp Factory, and was excited to get done at 9 o'clock and get home and get in bed at a decent hour. And about 15 minutes before I got done, a buddy of mine from high school showed up, and he does not like to get home and get in bed at a decent hour. And then about 5 minutes after him, a group of girls from Gainesville, Florida showed up, and one of them wearing a big fuzzy 21 sign around her neck, and any young single man knows that that's bad news. And I found out quick like, and ended up 4:30 in the morning listening to old Jason Aldean records with them, and never to hear from them again for the best. But we got a good song out of it. It's a song that I wrote the next week. It's called Man, I Was Crazy. I hope you like it. Every time I hear old Aldine, it takes me right back to River Street. In February in 23, she was turning 21. She said she came from a little town a few miles east of Gatortown. I did my best to show her around that downtown setting sun. Then we slow danced and she leaned in and kissed my lips, and right then I was falling fast for a girl from cross state lines, roping me in with them pretty blue eyes, blonde hair and a pink dress with a cowgirl hat. wearing her 21 sign. Still remember telling her how I feel, 'cause in that moment it felt so real. Praying, Lord, let the good guy get the girl. But man, I was crazy. I still remember the walk back to where I parked. I was holding your hand and you were stealing my heart, kissing under every red light on Bay Street, believing everything you were saying, like maybe we can make it work for a few short weeks. Well, that 3-hour drive ain't as far as it seems. Well, baby, I can be there in 2. Just thinking about holding you, I was falling fast for a girl from cross state lines, roping me in with them pretty blue eyes, blonde hair and a pink dress with a cowgirl hat, wearing her 21 sign. Still remember telling her how I feel, 'cause in that moment it felt so real. Praying, Lord, let the good guy get the girl. But man, I was crazy, so crazy. Then I was driving you back to your hotel room. You were singing along to Even If I Wanted To. Swear I felt I'd known you half my life. Then I pulled down the light and we said goodbye. You promised I'd see you again sometime. Then you walked on in them doors and out of my life. So I guess that night I was falling fast for a girl from cross state lines, roping me in with them pretty blue eyes, blonde hair and a pink dress with a cowgirl hat, wearing her 21 sign. Still remember telling her how I feel, 'cause in that moment it felt so real. Praying, Lord, let the good guy get that girl. But man, I was crazy. Yeah, man, I was crazy. Well, every time I hear old Aldine, it takes me right back to River Street. Thank you. Thank you.
So I've been running the road playing shows for almost a decade now, and like most of us in this room, I had to balance working a full-time job and playing all them shows. So about 2 years ago, I quit to just run the road and play shows. And I've wrecked my car 3 times, and but they ain't cut the lights off, so there's that. This is about quitting my job and getting to do this as a job. So it's called Raisin in Atlanta. Tell you it wasn't easy to leave that railroad line. The truck showed up every 2 weeks and the bills were paid on time. I could tell there was something missing. Felt like I was losing my mind, working 9 to 9 at a dead-end job instead of chasing those neon lights. But right now it's raining in Atlanta. I'm stuck on the interstate. Want you to know I'm thinking about you. I'll be back in a couple days. I'm just trying to feed my family with this crazy dream, making a living off my music and singing songs about me. I'm sure it ain't easy, me being gone most nights. I just hope you know that I love you so. You're all that's on my mind. I know things ain't been perfect, but we're pretty tough, I'd say. I can't wait until the day we settle down like dust in the rain. But right now it's raining in Atlanta. I'm stuck on the interstate. Want you to know I'm thinking about you. I'll be back in a couple days. I'm just trying to feed my family with this crazy dream, making a living off my music and singing songs about me. If it don't work out and there's nothing left, you'll still be by my side. I want you to know that's all I need for me to sleep at night. But right now it's raining in Atlanta. I'm stuck on the interstate. Want you to know I'm thinking about you. I'll be back in a couple days. I'm just trying to feed my family with this crazy dream, making a living off my music, singing songs about me, making a living off my music, and singing songs about me. Thank y'all.
Golly, man. Love that song. This next song I'm gonna play is actually a song I wrote last year, and I don't play it a whole lot, but I really enjoy playing it. It's one of my favorite ones I've written. It's called "Messing with My Mind." I hope you like it. I thought I knew what we had going on, the things you do, things you tell me on the phone. You build me up just to shoot me down and leave me wondering. I'm always wondering, maybe I was foolish, maybe I misread the signs, maybe I was stupid for thinking you'd be mine. This guessing game hurts the same as if you just say bye. So let me know, stay or go, quit messing with my mind. Well, every night when you show up at my door and it feels right, till you act like I ain't yours, it just ain't fair. Well, so don't kiss me when you're drunk if you don't mean it, and leave me screaming. Maybe I was foolish, maybe I misread the sign, maybe I was stupid for thinking you'd be mine. This guessing game hurts the same as if you just say bye. So let me know, stay or go, quit messing with my mind. But girl, don't lead me on if you ain't ready. Maybe I was foolish. Maybe I misread the sign. Maybe I was stupid for thinking you'd be mine. This guessing game hurts the same as if you just say bye. So let me know, stay or go. Quit messing with my mind. Quit messing with my mind. Thank you, thank you.
This one's called Alone. Out on these highways running from sleep, hoping one day soon it starts running down me. Trying to get adjusted, can't find nothing that can touch this restlessness inside me. Been living my life through headlights, coming out with the creatures at night. I only see the sun when I leave home. Been running on empty, really need somebody, 'cause no one answers when I call. Yes, I'm all alone on these roads. Nobody said this was gonna be easy. I know nothing good don't ever come cheap. Worried about putting money in my pockets, 'cause I know I can't pay these bills asleep. Really is her that keeps me going, pushing me to chase my dreams. The crowds, the lights, the shows are worth all the lonely on these roads. I can see all this time paying these dues for me. Coming out with the creatures at night. I only see the sun when I leave home. Been running on empty, but I know she's got me. She always answers when I call. Guess I'm not alone on these roads. Been living my life through headlights, coming out with the creatures at night. I only see the sun when I leave home. Been running on empty, but I know she's got me. She always answers when I call. Guess I'm not alone on these roads.
So good.
Thank you.
Golly. I'm going to slow it down just for a second and play a sad song. And actually a song that I got to write with one of my best buds, Mr. Will Mosley. And we didn't mean to write this song, but it happened in 20 minutes, 25 minutes. And it's my next single that's coming out next month. And super excited about it. It's opened some doors for me and Will already, and it's not even out yet. And I really love it. It's called I'll Be Here When You Get Home. You say you're going out with friends for a girls' night out, and I'm sitting here alone, just laying on the couch for the 5th night straight, getting used to the quiet round here. You might make it home while I'm still awake, or I might not see you till the very next day. But you don't seem to care, so I don't know why I'm still here. But I feel the leaving my mind. I reckon you got me this time. I can't think of a thing you could do to run me off. So baby, go on out. I'll be here when you get home. Got the TV muted, but it's playing our show. A little Whitley side B on my radio. My phone in my lap, just waiting to see your name. Well, the dog started growling when you walked in the door. He didn't even know who you were anymore. I just think that's crazy. Me and him both feel the same. But I feel the leaving my mind. I reckon you got me this time. I can't think of a thing you could do to run me on. So baby, go on out. I'll be here when you get home. Oh, oh, oh. I feel the leaving my mind. Oh, I reckon you got me this time. I can't think of a thing you could do to run me on. So baby, go on out. I'll be here when you get home. Oh, baby, go on out. I'll be here when you get home. Oh, oh. Thank you. Thank you.
This one for all my dog people. Anybody dog people? Hell yeah. I wrote this with Will and our buddy Chase Baker. This one's called Good Dog. know I needed you more than you needed me. Was fresh out on my own. Hell, I was only 19. You had no home no more. Needed somewhere to lay your head. Ain't what I was looking for, but I guess you get what you need instead. My God, it was really something. How you lived a lifetime in a dozen. Well, good trucks, they run around the world and back again. A good house will stand tall with those four walls for 100 years. The one thing I wish could get a little more time, don't get that long. And I swear, long as I live, you won't find nothing better than a good dog. We leave and they think that we're gone forever. Come home, heavy heart, somehow they make it all better. Don't know what they mean when we're going through hell. The one thing that loves you more than it loves itself. Well, good trucks, they run around the world and back again. A good house will stand tall with those four walls for 100 years. The one thing I wish could get a little more time, don't get that long. I swear, long as I live, you won't find nothing better than a good dog. We always lose them in the end. Guess that's just the price you pay for man's best friend. Well, good trucks, they run around the world and back again. A good house will stand tall with those four walls for 100 years. The one thing I wish could get a little more time, don't get that long. I swear, long as I live, you won't find nothing better than a good dog.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hey, can I get a little more guitar in this wedge up here, please? Thank you, sir. Thank you. Josh, this our last one?
Yeah, this is it.
Yeah. All right, cool. Okay. This last song is a really brand new one, and I swore I wouldn't play it until like June. But I'm bad at keeping secrets when I'm fired up about something, and I'm really excited about this one. And no, he's got no idea. I'm not going to point him out. My dad's here tonight, and he'll get embarrassed. But I wrote a song about my dad and about anybody else's dad who's got a good one. And and I swore I wouldn't play it till later this year and keep it a secret. But we're going to play it tonight because I'm in the mood to do it. And I'm blessed. So, yeah, I hope I don't mess it up, but it's about a week and a half old. It's called What Dad Did. Hope you like it. Mossberg 12 that he had for years managed to kill a few old deer over top of my head. I remember everyone. A custom craft with the speckled paint, a speckled trout killer in my younger days, two-stroke joking, chasing a summer sun. From the outside looking in, he was just another man. But that average Joe, he made me who I am. When He says, speak a little softer when you're talking to a woman, and let her know you're meaning what you say. Stand behind your word and on the good Lord when you're falling, and thank Him at the end of the day. Well, he was Superman in Levi's, and every thought in my mind said I'll make it till the day I'm just like him. But I'd have done anything to be able to do what Dad did. Shifting gears in a 5-speed, took a while to figure out how he eased off the clutch and laid down on the gas. From soft toss in the backyard to over the fence at the ballpark, I'd eat my greens and hope to hit like that. Anything he ever mentioned, he had all my attention. When he says, speak a little softer when you're talking to a woman, and let her know you're meaning what you say. Stand behind your word and on the good Lord when you're falling, and thank Him at the end of the day. Well, he was Superman in Levi's, and every thought in my mind said I'll make it till the day I'm just like him. And I'd have done anything to be able to do what Dad did. These days I'm getting older and closer to the day that I'll have one of my own and have to think of him and say, son, speak a little softer when you're talking to that woman. Let her know you're meaning what you say. Stand behind your word and on the good Lord when you're falling, and thank Him at the end of the day. I hope I'm Superman in Levi's, and every thought in my mind takes me back to when I strive to be like him. When I'd have done anything to be able to do what Dad did. I'd still do anything to be able to do what Dad did. Ooh.
I love you. I didn't expect anything different. All the way from the front row.
This is the last one I got for y'all. Josh, thank you for having me. Man, I tell you what, I would never even have came here if it wasn't for him bringing me up. So thank you for that. And all I can say is 2 years later, I mean, I'm proud to have so many great friends in this town, people that truly love me and I love them, man. It's a really wonderful thing. I'm gonna just leave you this. I don't care how bad you think things get or how bad things are going. At the end of the day, shit's always gonna work out. This one's called It's All Right. I keep waking up here after looking for the light in a dozen different bottles, and I keep going back to where it all started, searching for the answer to my problems. And time after time, I can't seem to find why nothing ever goes my way. Well, maybe I'm the problem, and I'm the one to blame. Well, it's 2 a.m. and I'm staring at the ceiling once again. I'm going through hell. Just my luck, this is where I end up, and I'm doing it to myself. It's a dead-end road, nowhere to go. I wonder if it's worth it's all wrong, it's all right. Wish I could turn my brain off, 'cause I can't outrun the noise. Even when I'm up this high, I'm still at rock bottom, hearing the same voice telling me I should give up. There's no escape, you're stuck in your head now, you can't run away. Just one more drink, just to hope it all fades. Well, it's 2 a.m. and I'm staring at the ceiling once again. I'm going through hell. Just my luck, this is where I end up, and I'm doing it to myself. It's a dead-end road, nowhere to go. Wonder if it's worth the fight, even when it's all wrong. It's all right. Well, it's 2 a.m. and I'm staring at the ceiling once again. I'm going through hell. Just my luck, this is where I end up, and I'm doing it to myself. It's a dead-end road, nowhere to go. Wonder if it's worth the fight, even when it's all wrong. Even when it's all wrong, it's all right. Thank y'all.
Hey, so I had to go get permission to do this real fact because Raleigh's got a song that every time I hear it, it punches me in the gut. And I need him to do it. If we're going to do one of my shows, we got to hear this, right? Y'all like sad songs? You like sad songs about real life? I need you to play Almost real quick. So if y'all want to hear a sad song, I need y'all to give me a hell yeah for Riley Anderson real fast. See, there's still people want to hear country music out here. Play that shit.
Well, I put this one out December 22nd, and there's no good way to introduce this, so I'm going to just say I wrote this for my son. His name's Rhett. Little hands, little feet, little fast heartbeat. Your mom and me just couldn't believe it, but there you were up on that screen. We didn't know what to do. This was all so new, so I sat down and wrote this right here for you. Can't wait to hear you call me Dad. Learn to walk, tuck you in bed. See all the trouble you'll get into. Teach you to love, stand your ground. Can't wait to chase you all over the house. One day soon we'll watch you learn and grow almost. I remember the day we picked your name. If you don't like it, I'm the one to blame. Just so you know, your mama put mine right in the middle. Dreamt of when we'd see your face. You get to meet your dogs, put them in their place. Then we found out that all that time would just be a little. You showed up just a little too soon. We cried, kissed you goodbye in that delivery room. Couldn't wait to hear you call me Dad. Learn to walk, tuck you in bed. See all the trouble you'd have got into. Teach you to love, stand your ground. Couldn't wait to chase you all over the house. couldn't wait to watch you learn and grow. Almost, little hands, little feet, little fast, heartbeat for about 2 hours or so. It's all you will ever know. Thank you.
That right there is what it's like to hear country music in Nashville, folks. Thank all y'all for coming to the Raisin Grace Rounds. If you like what you heard tonight, go subscribe to the Josh Terry Podcast. You'll get to hear every bit of tonight back on the episodes. Real quick, y'all give it up for Cole Goodwin, Mr. Riley Anderson, TV bartenders, Hasten, Dave, all the staff. Thank y'all so much for letting us do this here. Every one of y'all, thank y'all so much for sticking around with us tonight. Let's have a good time, y'all.